Before I go, I would just like to thank a few people, ladies and gents. First and foremost, they make me feel so welcome every time I'm here, and they're very, very dear old friends of mine. Please give a massive round of applause to Tom and Claire and their incredibly hard-working entertainment team. I know they look after all of you very well. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, to each and every one of you, this whole show has been really to prove one point. I've never really fit in the classical industry. I'm not very posh. I don't know if that comes across. I'm not a very serious person, and the classical world is a very serious world, ladies and gentlemen. It's quite hard to be serious with a Suffolk accent, really. If you want to have a serious conversation where I'm from, you've got turnips. That's about it. That's all you can talk about. If I understood anything about engines, I would discuss tractors, but all I know is they're yellow. I wasn't brought up posh, ladies and gentlemen, but I always loved classical music. And as you know, I'm a father, I've got a couple of kids, and I want to raise them understanding one simple rule in life. If something puts a smile on your face, you should be allowed to have it. And I think what you've done is, oh, thank you very much. What I've tried to do with this show is I've put a couple of the serious songs in, but I've tried to make it a bit light and a bit funny as well. So before I go anywhere else, please give yourselves a massive round of applause for having a smile and a laugh for me. You've been an incredible audience. Thank you very much. Last but by no means least, ladies and gentlemen, those people without whom it would simply not be a holiday. And if you cheer loud enough, I might get a free whiskey. Ladies and gentlemen, you bar staff, give them a cheer. All right, not a bigger cheer than you've given me all night, but... Ladies and gents, what? I might get a bigger whiskey. Well, then go ahead, fella, cheer as loud as you like. Ladies and gents, straight after tonight's performance, I'll be down at this table at the front here selling the new album for the tour. They're £10, they'll be signed and dedicated to whoever you'd like them signed and dedicated to. If you want to come up and buy one of them, that's fine. If you want to come up and just say hello, it's £15. I'm a busy man, don't waste my time. £15 and a whiskey. Sure, why not? Ladies and gentlemen, you've been a fantastic crowd. I'm going to leave you with the song that started everything for me. When I was a young boy, my parents asked me what I wanted for my 4th birthday, and I pointed at my father's video of the 3 tenors and said I want to be able to do this one song. And I've always loved performing it, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an absolute pleasure to put it on the stage as I've put it on. It's an even bigger privilege and a pleasure to put it on stage for you bunch of fine people tonight. And I can honestly say that I do say everywhere. So, Bob the Builder. You know what's really helpful as an entertainer is when an audience member is funnier than you. Really helps move things along. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been a lovely crowd. I'm going to leave you with this from Puccini's Turandot, Calasaria, Nessun, Dorma. Nessun, Dorma, Nessun, Dorma. La paria principessa nella tua fredda stanza guardi le stelle che tremano d'amore e di speranza. La mia
gentlemen, what a sensational voice, pure class. The one and only is Giacomo.